Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be doing a how to remove or install the rear seats, middle section seats on a 100 series Land Cruiser. So stay tuned, keep watching, hit a subscribe. So yeah, we're doing a how to remove and or install the middle section seats on a 100 series Land Cruiser. So a couple reasons you might want to do this. From one would be to have more storage room if you're putting stuff inside the Land Cruiser, or another reason is if you wanted to sleep in the Land Cruiser, you have more leg room by removing the center seats. Another reason you might want to learn how to remove the middle section seats is to access the fuel pump on the 100 series Land Cruiser. It's right directly underneath underneath the middle section driver's side seat. The fuel pump is underneath the carpet there. So that is a couple of the reasons you might want to remove the seats, and you're gonna have to reinstall it. So let's show you how to do that. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. So let me show you how. All right, the first thing you're gonna do is unlock the car. You're gonna open this seat. You're gonna do is pull this lever here to fold the seat down. Make sure you don't have nothing in between the seat. You're gonna go ahead and pull this lever here. You're gonna do the same thing on the passenger side. Fold this down like this. Again, make sure there's nothing in the center so you don't pinch it. You're gonna lift this up. You're gonna fold it up like this. What you're gonna want to do is remove these plastics. I pretty much keep them off because I am consistently removing them. I mean, it doesn't really matter on the other side. So all you have to do is really kind of pop them off just like this. Don't have one on this side, it's somewhere on the floor or something like that. And you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side and just pop them off pretty easy. And now we're going to and this will give you access to the bolts. We're going to go ahead and do the light side first. This thing is light. You're going to want a 14mm socket, maybe a small extension just to help you, get it off the floor, and just a ratchet. What you're going to do, obviously, righty's tighty, lefty loosey. We're going to loosen these up. So it took me a while to understand what these things were right here, and you could do is pop this up, and I'll show you what it is. You could do the same thing with these. Before you remove your seats, you're going to want to take these out. You don't have to, but I suggest you do. Once you got your little plates thing, so now you'll know exactly where they go. So if you don't want things to be falling into this is what this is for. You push it on. So one from the one side, there you go. So now, you could still grab it from here and pop it open, but if you want to lay it flat, now it's perfect. These Japanese Toyota guys, they're very smart for this one. So you're going to grab the other one from the other seat. You're going to drop it into place. Same thing with the other side. And now you have a flat surface. Because I don't have my third row seats, I took those off, and now the third row seats have these here. So now that you have put all the covers in, now you have a complete flat surface to lay on without having those in there. But I mean, if you need them, you can still have access to them. Put it right back in. So now let's get the seat off. Make sure you put these away in a little baggie or something, somewhere where you won't lose them. What you're going to want to do is be very careful. This one is not as heavy as the other side, but what you're going to want to do is fold it down, lift it up, and just be careful with these. You don't want to hit your door panels because it will put a dent in your door panel or rip the the vinyl off of it, or leather. And what you're going to want to do is bring it forward like this, lift it up, grab it from the bottom, and then pull it out. On this side, we're going to go ahead and remove the bolts. And this is, I'm just making this video to kind of help you guys out. This is a pain in the butt to put it in and out, but I'm going to do it for the video, and I'm going to take these bolts out. get this out the way. All right, now we got all the bolts out. With this one, you might need a helper to help you pull it out. I mean, you could probably pull it out. You could pull it out from this side. But if you don't want to damage anything, and I've already hit the door panel here, and which, you know, I mean, I don't want to do, but I accidentally did it, and I'm okay with it, but I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a different way to do it. Obviously, this has some type of slider, so we're going to go ahead and kind of slide it out the back door. Lift it up just like that. Lift up the other side, and what I'm going to do is, yeah, this is a lot easier. I usually take it out the door, and this thing is super heavy. You will need some help. What you're going to want to do is be careful with the hinges. They could damage the carpet and stuff like that. So, I mean, you could just take your time, slide it again on the vinyl and not the hinges, and bring it to the edge. Make sure you keep lifting this part up. Take your time. If you're doing this by yourself, you know, be careful with your lower back. Use your legs. There you have it. Again, it's a little easier bringing it out the back. I always do it through the side door, and maybe I'll change the method after this video. So there you have it. I mean, you have extra space. The only thing that gets in the way if you're planning to sleep on this is these brackets here. There's a way to take these off. There's one screw here, and there's probably another one underneath the carpet. I have yet to do that, but if you're trying to sleep literally on the carpet, this is the only thing that's going to affect you. What I usually do, and also this little hump here, what I usually do is find some foam or something you could put in here to level it out, and then maybe put the rear carpets over the humps, so that, you know, the metal, you don't lay on the metal. But for the most part, it's pretty spacious. Kind of weird, but I'll show you guys. This is the end of the truck. I'm 5'11", and I fit perfectly in there. I mean, you could do it the other way. I usually sleep on this way. And I still usually still push the seats forward when I'm out camping and stuff like that. But for the most part, there you have it. Pretty simple mix. You know, if you don't want a rooftop tent, or you don't want a ground tent and you want to sleep in the vehicle, it makes it a lot easier. Obviously, if you're traveling by yourself or with the passenger, you can still make this happen. Or if you wanted to as well, you could take the big seat out and just keep the small seat. If you have a third passenger, then you could have the third passenger still have a seat. And then when you get to camp, if you still want to sleep in the back, you could fit 2 people, and you could just remove this seat, and it's a lot easier than the big one. But if you have 4 passengers and you need, or 3 more, if you need 2 more passengers, you could do vice versa with the same thing and remove it at camp. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. This is a good time, if you haven't already in a while, vacuum the area underneath the seats. Yeah, the biggest thing is this thing. Most people don't even know about this, and it took me about a year after owning the Land Cruiser to even know about this. You know, I was just wondering what those were, and I figured out there is 2 hooks right on each side, and there's hooks there. So if you need something to strap down from not moving back and forth, you could actually use these 2 hook straps on the ends and on the back, or you could use the seat latches as well as mounting points or ratcheting points. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to remove and or install back your center seats in a 100 series Land Cruiser. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on the next one.